อาเซียนคอนเนควันนี้นะคะคุณผู้ชมเราจะต่อสายตรงไปพูดคุยกับคุณเดวิดตุลในนครย่างกุ้งของประเทศเมียนมาค่ะมีเรื่องราวที่น่าสนใจเกี่ยวกับอุตสาหกรรมเกมนะคะมาเล่าให้ฟังค่ะ So today it will be the story about gaming industry in Myanmar, specifically about the media.
Yes. So the story is about this gaming media called Gaming Noodle. The name is given because game noodle, especially instant noodle, like mama noodles, right? It's a favorite snack, a quick meal for gamers. So yeah, the name came about that way. Yeah, they came into highlight recently because they were invited. Actually, the first media in Myanmar to be invited to a event called the International, which is the largest world stage grand final, the tabla for Dota 2 game. I don't know if you're aware about Dota, Defense of the Ancients.
I have no idea about gaming, but this is it what's it called? Esport, right? Is it part of Esports?
It is esport, yes.
Right.
Yes. So they are essentially one of the first few gaming medias in Myanmar to actually concentrate on esports. Because there have been certain media that caters to the pop culture and the more recent, the younger side of things and the lighter side of things, which includes gaming, but this is more specifically towards esports.
So you said they're media. They have website. Where else they publish their content? Website, social media.
For social media in Myanmar, it's all about Facebook.
Right.
So they are on Facebook, but they do have a website called Gaming Noodle. So you can check them out there. And it's not only about Dota 2, the game that they upload. They also do about Counter-Strike, Valorant, Apex Legends, and all of the popular esports related topics.
And you had a chance to talk to the founder of game. What's it called? Gaming Noodle, right?
Gaming Noodle, correct? Yes.
Yes. So what's their idea behind this whole thing? How did they start it?
It started because I'm having to talk to the founder, and initially I did not know that they were behind Gaming Noodle. So when I talked to them, one of the founders was already a part of the media. He was working in another news media, and another person was his childhood friend that they got to know each other since young, and then they grew up together, and they still play the game quite religiously. And then they figured, right, like there's nobody else doing it, and we want to prop up the community here. There needs to be some kind of leading news organization to keep the gamers more informed of the things that are happening, right?
Did you have a chance to talk? How do they see the future of gaming industry or esport in Myanmar?
I did talk to them off camera, and they are still hopeful because they've been here since long ago, where these things are just like a fantasy dream, right?
Right.
After all that has happened, they are still hopeful that the community will still be able to develop and pull through whatever difficulty that they are facing right now.
So since gaming industry and esport has its own dedicated media, it means that it must be a big market in Myanmar? I mean, people that have interest in this?
In terms of a big market, I would say probably not as big as the market like Thailand does, because Thai does have recently Thai pro players and everything. Like in terms of Southeast Asia, the community is very strong now. But in terms of Myanmar audience, I think there is a select core audience, dedicated to actually gaming. So I wouldn't say it reaches as much as like a general media, like a general news media where only gaming stuff, and specifically for esports. So it's got to do with the demographics, like it's got to be gamers and also those that are interested in actually being competitive or the competitive side of things for playing the games.
Right.
So it is rather more narrow, but still a fairly large segment, I would say.
I think it's a thing of this decade or this time, though, that you have to be niche, but you have to be like in depth about certain industry, but also like covered in the broad sense, that kind of thing.
Yes, they also do talk to me about that. And Well, nowadays, in terms of like when you're covering gaming related things, high likely chance of getting the best amount of exposure will be to do things about mobile gaming, right? Which is playing games on mobile phones or on smartphones. But for them, it is different because they believe that yes, they also do cover content like Mobile Legends type of content. So that is actually also a competitive game. But their core audience, the people that will be playing until they are 30, 40, 50 years old, they recognize that it will be the PC and the console crowd.
Right.
Right. And most of the main demographic is also the PC gamers, essentially. So they are aware that to have as much exposure as possible, they have to do everything and to balance it out. But they are still catering more towards the core demographic, the core real, quote unquote, real gamer demographic.
Thank you so much for the story today. It's very interesting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye. ก็คิดว่าเป็นชื่อที่เหมาะสมนะคะ เป็นสื่อที่รายงานเกี่ยวกับเกมเมอร์เกี่ยวกับ e-sport แล้วก็เลยใช้ชื่อว่าเป็นบะหมี่กึ่งสำเร็จรูปนะคะ เพราะว่าเป็นคาแรคเตอร์ของคนที่เล่นเกมเยอะๆนอนดึกๆแล้วก็เลยต้องการทานอะไรเร็วๆนั่นเอง ก็เป็นอีกด้านหนึ่งที่น่าสนใจของเมียนมาค่ะและนั่นคือทั้งหมดในอาเซียนคอนเนควันนี้ค่ะ